Ooh, I'm really excited about today's video. We're going to have some serious fun as we pull some band-aids off some old wounds. Here we go. What are we talking about in today's video? Oh yeah, the Samson Q9U. One of the most polarizing microphones in all of YouTube. Reviewed them. Is that even a word? Reviewed them? But wait, the fun doesn't end there. So grab your baseball bats, pitchfork. I can't even get it out without laughing. All right, here we go. So grab your baseball bats, your pitchforks, your hand grenades, whatever is your weapon of choice as we get ready to throw down in the arena of the Samson Q9U. Let's have some fun. Okay, all right, just kidding. Look, this is not going to be another Samson Q9U versus the Shure SM7B. Is this the SM7B killer? Is the SM7B dead? Is it better than the SM7B? Lord knows. Everybody is split down the middle regarding this microphone, and there is nothing I could possibly say regarding my opinion on this microphone that is going to win the war as to which side is right. Just not going to happen. But I just thought I'd have a little bit of fun with you guys starting out this video. But no, what this video is about is I think it's time to change the conversation regarding the Samson Q9U. It has long been identified. Its whole identity is based around, does this kill the SM7B? Is this better than it? Is it better than the Shure MV7 at $250? No, I don't even think those are the conversations we need to be having anymore regarding the Samson Q9U. Things have changed, and I want to talk about that. When this first came out, it was $200, and it had been delayed for up to a year, so anticipation was really building up before this was released, and everybody wanted it to be a $200 option to get SM7B sound, or even better, to finally beat it out for half the price. Because let's face it, the SM7B is an amazing microphone, but at $400 is really hard for a lot of people to come up with $400 for their first microphone. They all want it. That's what everybody else has. Just face it, whether you like it or not, they want the Shure SM7B. So when it first come out, a lot of people felt it hit the mark. A lot of people felt that it missed the mark. And then there were some who thought, you know what, out of the box, no, not quite there. But if you got some EQ skills and you finagle and give this thing some TLC, it can surpass the Shure SM7B. I'm not going to make my stance on any of those things today. Today, it's a different approach. Then it dropped down to 150. And then the argument shifted from how does this stack up against the SM7B to, well, does it beat the Shure MV7? The landscape has changed once again. Now, Samson has knocked down the price for the Samson Q9U down to $99. Now that got my attention. For this microphone and the features that come with the Samson Q9U, and we'll go over those in this video, forget about whether this is an SM7B killer or a Shure MV7 killer. I think the conversation needs to now shift to, is this the best budget microphone out there? Period. Does this take the mantle? Because at $99, you are now in that price range of that $150 to $50 market where I think a lot of new microphones are coming in at, and they are great sounding microphones. Some give up a little bit of something in order to excel in something else to provide a certain need or a niche. I just think at $99, you could argue that there is no other microphone in that $100 price range, even up to $150, that offers what this can offer. We're going to test that out. I went ahead and accumulated all my XLR and USB microphones in my studio, and we're going to do a comparison. So relax. It's not a Shure SM7B shootout. Lord knows we don't need another one of those. This is literally a shootout of XLR USB microphones, the most common, most popular microphones that are out there, the ones that really do grab a huge chunk of the market share in that realm. And we're going to put it up against that, and then we're going to be able to sit down together, you know, your comments and my feedback, overall thoughts, and we're going to, at the end of this video, make a decision. Is this a best budget microphone out there now? Not best of the best ever. We're talking about the best budget microphone that is now out there in the market today. Okay, so up until this point, I've been speaking into the Q9U, and I've got it dialed in the way that I've liked it, at least so far. So from this point on, I'm going to remove all of these things and bring it back to its default setting. That means no EQing. There's no mixes or changes to the high, mids, and lows. The compression and the de-esser is going to be turned off. The only thing I'm going to leave on regarding the Samson Q9U is I've got the mid-boost presence button, the switch on the back. I've got that turned on because I think it gives a brighter sound. So just to kind of give you an idea, let me deactivate it. Now, this is the Samson Q9U without it turned on. So I think the best setup for this out of the box is with the mid-boost on, the high-pass filter turned off. So from this point on, we're going to turn off all this compression, all the EQ settings, turn off the processing, just that mid-boost presence as we stack it up against the other microphones. So here we go. The Samson Q9U processed, and now we're moving on to the Samson Q9U unprocessed. Let's check it out. You either love it or you hate it. It's either the killer to the SM7B or we need to just let it be. The Samson Q9U. This is the Fifine K688, a USB XLR microphone, excellent crisp spoken word, very clear, very smooth. This is just an absolute gem. And it's around the mid-70s, and you can get it on coupons for less sometimes, but it's around $70 to $79, somewhere in that price range from time to time. And this is the Fifine K688. Here we go. The Samson Q9U. You either love it or you hate it. It's either the killer to the SM7B or we need to just let it be. Now back on the Samson Q9U. You either love it or you hate it. It's either the killer to the SM7B or we need to just let that be. This is the Fifine AM8 XLR USB microphone, going for about $54.99 full retail price. You can get it with coupons on Amazon from every now and then for the mid-40s. Great option, great out of the box. So here we go. The Samson Q9U. You either love it or you hate it. It's either the killer to the SM7B or we need to just let that be. Now we're back on the Samson Q9U to reset the palette for you guys. This is the Samson Q9U. You either love it or you hate it. It's the killer to the SM7B, or we need to just let that be. All right, so here we go. This is the Maono HD300T XLR USB podcast microphone. Comes in an entire kit, stand, XLR cable, USB cable, pop filter, shock mount, the total package in that price range between $70 to $80, depending on the sale that you find it on. So here we go. The Samson Q9U. You either love it or you hate it. It's either the killer to the SM7B or we need to just let that be. Now we're back on the Samson Q9U to cleanse that palette once again. The Samson Q9U. You either love it or you hate it. It's either the killer to the SM7B or we need to just let that be. Is that getting old to you? It's getting old to me, but we're going to push on through, for consistency. All right, this train is getting off the tracks real quick. All right. On to the next microphone. Here we go. Okay, so now we're on the Maono PD400x. I tried to record this a little bit earlier, and I had it muted. So we're going to do it again. Here we go, the Maono PD400x. It's about a $150 microphone. You can find it on sale from time to time on Amazon for down to $119. What comes in the box? Everything you're going to need. A USB cable, an XLR cable, a stand for your desk if you don't have that boom arm yet, and a very nice and high-quality pop filter, Chunky Monkey, that comes on that thing, and it does a wonderful job. And you get the Maono software app for USB mode for audio mixing. In case you really don't know what you're doing, it is so user-friendly. Really great app. All right, so here we go. The Maono PD400x, an XLR and USB. The Samson Q9U. You either love it or you hate it. It's either the killer to the SM7B or we need to just let that be. The Maono PD400x. Back on the Samson Q9U. You either love it or you hate it. It's either the killer to the SM7B or we need to just let that be. And I can't wait to get done with this because of the consistency. It's driving me to the point of insanity. Tom Buck, that's for you, buddy. All right, here we go. Moving on to the next one. Now to what many consider to be the king of XLR USB microphones, the Shure MV7. This goes for about $250. It also comes with an app, the Shure app, a very user-friendly app. Still like the Maono a little bit better as far as user-friendliness and things you can do with it. Really cool. All right, here we go. The Samson Q9U. You either love it or you hate it. It's the killer to the SM7B or we need to just let that be. And thankfully, this is the final mic comparison of the XLR and USB for consistency and my sanity. You know what? I'm feeling a little bit spicy right now, almost a little impish right now. I think I might start pulling some Band-Aids off some old wounds and stir up a hornet's nest with this next microphone comparison. Let's check it out. Okay, before I say another word, let's go ahead and do the full... All right, before I say another word, let's go ahead and do the full disclosure stuff, okay? So a couple months ago, I had an idea in my brain right here, and I thought, you know what? I want to do a video. So I reached out to both Samson and Shure to see if they'd be willing to provide their microphone for the purpose of this video. I want to especially thank Samson because they did respond and they did provide the Q9U for this video. So Samson, I thank you as you were willing to provide the microphone so this video could be done. Thank you for that. Shure did respond, but it was one of those, hey, we're big. We get a lot of requests. And we really don't know you yet. So, keep working, and maybe one day we'll pick up the phone. So that's what we're going to do. I mean, the email didn't say all that, but that's basically what they said. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm not hurt. That's okay. We got goals. We're going to keep fighting. So anyways, Samson, thank you. You provided the Q9U for this video. We appreciate that. This video is not sponsored. It's not paid. The opinions expressed in this video are mine and mine alone. So having said that, let's get on with the video. And here we go. I am on the Samson Q9U. All the processing is turned off in my audio interface. So right now, these microphones are straight out of the box. The only thing I've done is I've activated the presence boost on both of these microphones. On the back, the switches have been flipped, and they both have their pop filter, but no processing. Straight out of the box. Here we go. The Samson Q9U. People either love it or they hate it. Is it the killer to the SM7B, or should we just let it be? The Samson Q9U. Now we're on the Shure SM7B. No processing whatsoever, just the mid boost or the presence boost turned on, the Shure SM7B, and here we go. The Samson Q9U. People either love it or they hate it. Is it the killer to the SM7B, or should we just let it be? Should we just... Now let's go ahead and add some processing to both microphones and see how they sound. This is the Samson Q9U with processing. All right, it's activated, but it is a flat mix. This is the Samson Q9U. People either love it or they hate it. Is it the killer to the SM7B, or should we just let it be? This is the Shure SM7B. People either love it or they hate it. Regarding the Samson Q9U, people either love it or they hate it. Is it the killer to the Shure SM7B, or should we just let it be? The $400 microphone. And now let's pass it back over to a $100 microphone. Now let's go ahead and remove the pop filter, because I think that also changes the characteristics of this microphone. When we take the pop filter off, it gives a little bit of boost on that brighter end, and I actually like this sound, and I don't think it's that bad with plosives when it's in its proper placement. So again, in this position without the pop filter, Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers, he puts pineapple on his pizza. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers, he puts pineapple on his pizza. So I think with the pop filter on, it gives it a little bit more of a low-end presence. And I think when you take it off, it gives it more of a brighter characteristic with the microphone. But I don't think with it in its proper placement, you have to worry about plosives with or without the pop filter. I think it really I think really the pop filter, when you have it in the right spot, just changes the characteristics of the mic from brighter to a little bit darker. Minuscule, but there is a difference. All right, now the Shure SM7B. So again, here is the Shure SM7B processed. One last time. The Samson Q9U. People either love it or they hate it. Is it the killer to the SM7B, or should we just let it be? Okay, so there you go. You've had the comparisons. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking and start listening to gather my thoughts regarding the Samson Q9U. Here we go. You know, for me, it's going to be a while, but for you, it's going to be like a second. So, you know, just lean back, take a breath, grab a cup of coffee, and get ready for the fireworks. All right, so now that I've had a chance to go back and listen to all of the footage and the microphones and the shootouts and the comparisons, I wrote some notes down to just kind of go over how I thought the Q9U did against all the other microphones. I just highlighted a couple of the microphones that I really liked. The K688 from Fifine, it's just an absolute joy to use for spoken word. I love how it performs in the highs and the mids. I wrote here that the K688 was more crisp in the highs and the high mids, but I gave the Samson Q9U the edge. To me, it just balanced out everything from the low to the high better than the K688 does. The AM8, and this one actually surprised me. I think it made the AM8 sound too bright. The PD400x. Now, this one I have a little asterisk because I cannot say that, man. It is 1 in the morning. You know how hard it is to say the word asterisk when you're half asleep in your brain? I did not expect the PD400x to perform the way it did. To me, I wrote down that the PD400x, when compared to the Q9U, just seemed so clear and so balanced on all 3 levels. If you and me were to walk up to each other on a street one day and start talking to each other, and you would hear what my real voice sounds like without any processing or microphones, the PD400x captured my voice the most accurately out of all of these microphones. To me, the Maono PD400x was the surprise of the competition. And when I put it up against the Shure MV7, that really shocked me just how much it made the MV7 not sound as good as it normally sounds to me. So I really like that. So as far as the XLR and USB microphones and the shootout, to me, the XLR USB champion is the Q9U. Second place, I gave the PD400X because of how clear and how accurately it captured my real voice and represented my real voice. And then the K688 came in third, and that one broke my heart because, again, I have so much fun when I use the K688, the way it sounds and how it performs and how clear it is. It's lively, and I like that. It adds excitement to my voice, and I absolutely love using it. So Q9U won, Maono PD400X number 2, the Fifine K688 came in third, the MV7 came in fourth, and the AM8 came in fifth. Let's talk about the Shure SM7B and the Samson Q9U comparison. Out of the box, in the default settings with the mid boost turned on both microphones, when I put it in there, it just blew me away how close they were. But I still gave the SM7B the slight edge because of how natural it blends the low, mids, and highs. It does it better than the Samson Q9U does. For me, when I'm listening to the Samson Q9U, I don't know, it feels separate to me. Like there's the lows and the mids and the lows blend together real well, and then there's a great high, but they're not blending. They're kind of next to each other. When I put it next to the SM7B, and the SM7B just blends the highs, the mids, and the lows perfectly. So smooth. So when I turn on the processing, to me, that's where the SM7B pulled away. Being honest, 100%, I thought the SM7B performs better. But to me, just pure value at $99, I think this is the best budget microphone out there. It's changed the landscape as far as options in that $50 to $150 range. Sitting at $100, it hangs with the big boys of the Shure SM7B at $400. The Samson Q9U just really ran away from the AM8 at $44 to $54, and it hung with the $400 Shure SM7B. That's what you want out of a budget microphone, and the Samson Q9U does it, and it does it well. I'm curious to see what your comments are in the section down below. My question to you is the Samson Q9U worthy of being in that conversation? I say absolutely, and in fact, I'm going all the way to say it is the best. And you may disagree, and I'm not going to argue with you over it because sound is subjective, but for me, that's where I'm planting my flag on the Samson Q9U. To me, best budget microphone out there at $99 for all the things that it does. USB, XLR, mute button in both, audio that can go out on both USB and XLR, so you can send it out to be recorded in 2 different devices. Absolutely love that. The way it attaches to a boom arm with the twist, turn, twist, whatever you want to call that, at the bottom of the yoke. The fact that you can take the yoke off if you don't like this and you want to add some added protection for shock absorption, for handling noise on your desk. You want to get a really expensive shock mount to go with it. You can take this off and mount it. There's plenty of space between the mute button and the end of the microphone. Kind of like what you see right here in my SM7B mod, in which I've got my Behringer XM8500 sitting inside here. So I absolutely love that. I love how it has that radio presence, that radio feel, that broadcasty feel. I would feel comfortable calling this a broadcast microphone because I feel like this is what I would be listening to if I was listening to my sports radio show. That's what I love about the Samson Q9U. To me, best budget microphone out there. That's my final stamp on the Samson Q9U. Excuse me, I just keep burping and I can't stop. It is 1:30. I need to wrap this up. I just absolutely love it. All the things that it does. All right. Thank you for joining another episode of Level Up. I'm Mike Newman. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and the notification bell so you guys stay notified when future content goes up because it is coming. Stuff is still stacking up. I cannot get caught up for the life of me, but we're going to keep trying. So until I see you guys in the next video, peace out. I'm going to give you the double peace out because this was double amazing. Till I see you guys in the next one. Peace out.